What parenting trend you strongly disagree with? My neighbor's daughter is a crunchy mom wannabe influencer. Daughter will not allow adjectives to be used when speaking with her toddler or baby. They are supposed to discover descriptive words through exploration of their environment. I'm sort of unclear on how they are supposed to discover words that are never spoken, like colors or size or shape. My sister-in-law pre-0 occupies her kid, and has since birth with a tablet. He is now 12 and has no friends and zero interpersonal skills. He takes his iPad to dinner, to grandma's, to church, and never talks to anyone. It's very sad to see. If this is a trend or not, but it's very common. Comparing your child to others. It doesn't matter if they're siblings, friends, etc. That fucks up with their self-esteem and turns everything into a competition. My wife and I are basically neighborhood pariahs because we allow our children to ride their bikes around our quiet, low-crime suburban town. I've had a parent flat out tell me he won't allow his son to come over without him because I might do something crazy like let them shoot hoops on the basketball net out front without standing there watching them. Children need a little bit of freedom. You can't be expected to make grown-up decisions when you never had the opportunity to make child decisions. As a teenager, I absolutely hate how family members will spill private secrets and constantly complain and make jokes about you on the telephone or when families gather. Also responding to you in a very snotty attitude. I think that's a big reason I am insecure and have social anxiety. Removing doors when your kid asks for privacy. You just kind of prove why they want a door. Extremely strict rules in general. I had a childhood friend that came over after school once and he said he had to be home by 6. Didn't think much of it, so we lost track of time playing games. He lived about a 10-minute walk up the street and he noticed it was 5:52, then started freaking out. My dad's gonna kill me if I'm late. I tried saying he wouldn't care about 2 minutes. The next day in school my friend said he wasn't allowed over my house anymore, and I never hung out with him again, all over this kid being 2 minutes late getting home. Overscheduling activities. When I was teaching, I remember my kindergartners telling me they had no time to play because every day consisted of non-stop structured sports, dance, and such. Disciplining children based on what other parents are doing. What works for one kid won't work for others. Posting the child's entire life on social media. It's one thing to include a family picture with everyone. But putting a child's entire life online, without their consent, isn't good. Especially when it's about what they've done wrong. Public internet shaming is one of the worst things one can do to a child, because who knows whether that will follow that poor kid around for years. When the cyberbullying is coming from inside their own house, nowhere is safe. And that's not even getting to the people who prank their kids and make them miserable for the views. Making your child terrified to fail. I gave up on so many things because I repeatedly got called fucking idiot if I wasn't instantly an expert. Not letting their kids make mistakes. Deleted. Putting your kids in as many programs as possible. Assuming that it's your job to help them find their things so they can be happy and successful in life. I think it just makes kids overbusy, stressed, unable to explore freely in downtime, not know what to do with stillness. Recording your children when you punish them. That's private, not for the public. Anything posted on the internet lasts forever. And children are cruel, wait until at school see. They will carry that their entire lives. What's not a drug but is so addictive that it could be classified as one? Phones, sad face, I really hate taking a dump without it. Chips and salsa. Edit holy fucking shit, this blew up, just got off work and saw this shit. Thanks for the awards. Looks like I need to get back to making salsa. Attention. Procrastination. Scrolling Reddit posts. Deleted. Validation. Chocolate. Academic validation. I made myself miserable for years so I could become valedictorian. For what? Gambling, video games, internet, social media. Not being flippant, I cannot for life, health, or wealth give up Coca-Cola. I've tried for 30 years and withdrawal is not something I can manage to get through. I go back every time. Edit to add, it isn't physical, I don't get headaches or other bodily symptoms. It's psychological withdrawal issues. Cheese. Sugar. Salt and vinegar chips. I won't buy them because I know what will happen. I cannot be trusted not to devour the whole bag and then tip it upside down straight into mouth to fill it up with the flesh-burning but fantastically delicious salt and vinegar dust. Porn. How do you feel about mint chocolate chip ice cream? I always order it when out getting ice cream with family because nobody else likes it. It's my wife's favorite for root beer floats, which still really weirds me out. It must be a very unnatural green color to taste right. If it has real chocolate and not those disappointing pencil shavings. You see, I used to love it. Then about a year ago I broke into hives after having it. I assumed it was unrelated, but the same thing happened a few weeks later. I avoid it now, and other peppermint products. Love it, it's my favorite. You mean how do I feel about the best flavored ice cream in the world?